Before you listen to this video lesson on Music Arts Physical Education and Health Grade 7 Week 2, bring out the things you need like your book and module in Week 2 2nd quarter. And listen carefully to this video lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated with the latest video lesson. Stay safe and happy studying. Let us begin. At the end of this module 2, you are expected to explain the distinguishing characteristic of representative music from Cordillera, Mindoro, Palawan and the Visayas in relation to its culture and geography. B. Appreciates the artifacts and art objects in terms of its utilization and its distinct use of art elements and principles. C. Describe the nature and background of the sports. D. Follow the appropriate nutritional guidelines for adolescents for healthful eating. Explains the needs to select food based on the nutritional needs during adolescence. Music of Mindoro explains the distinguishing characteristics of representative music from Cordillera, Mindoro, Palawan and of the Visayas in relation to its culture and geography. Similar to Cordillera music, the music of Mindoro is used for communication with the spirits in rituals and worships, weddings, work, courtship, festive occasions and lullabies. Marayaw song used to communicate with spirits in rituals for healing the sick and protecting the community. Ambahan is composed of a 7-syllable line ending in rhymes. It is often used in parenting, in courtship and by visitor to ask for food. Texts are commonly written on bamboo, often chanted with accompanying instruments. Music activity direction. Read the poem and answer the following question. If we unite we remain and our bond is strong and pure. You and I, far as we are, it's like holding hands again, it's like sitting side by side. Questions. What is the message of the poem? What is the function of this poem in the lives of Mangyan? What is the distinguishing characteristic of representative Philippine music from Mindoro in relation to its culture? How can you relate this poem to your life? Art elements and functions of Mimaropa and the Visayas. Artifacts and art objects. Appreciates the artifacts and art objects in terms of its utilization and its distinct use of art elements and principles. Weaving is a skill that is developed and passed on from generation to generation in the provinces of Mimaropa and Visayas Islands. They use materials abundant in their area like tikog, berry, raffia, pandan and others. Guide questions. What was the experience like creating your own yarn wave? Describe the choice of materials used. What are the uses of your artwork? How will you show your appreciation to your artwork? Rubrics for the activity. Following directions is 5 points. Craftsmanship, effort and perseverance. Nature and background of running activity, gymnastics, table tennis and arnis. Describes the nature and background of the sport. Sports participation may be due to many different reasons, but whatever reasons for engaging in or being interested in engaging in sports, sports bring along numerous benefits, especially to your health. These benefits cannot be overemphasized. For the benefit of sport participating go a long way. When you become serious about your health, you can progress from just plain sports participation to more complex and detailed involvement. More complex and detailed involvement refers to a more serious take on sports participation by considering more than just playing sports and learning the necessary skills. Physical education activity. Activity isang the following statements show different training for dual sports. Read the statement that are correct. I knew it. Training for competitive sports participation should be planned and done carefully. Diminishing returns is a training principle that deals with recovery of the body. Injuries can be caused by insufficient time spent on warming up and cool down. You should not devote time for rest when you exercise. Physical education activity. Activity isang the following statements show different training for dual sports. Read the statement that are correct. I knew it. Cross-training is an effective way to add variety in your exercise program. Sets and repetitions are important part of flexibility exercise. The intensity of your exercise is crucial to improvement. Tennis requires great coordination. Activity 2. The following statements are the description of dual sports. A net game played on a rectangular court whether opponents volley the shuttlecock over a net using a racket. A game similar in principles to lawn tennis and played on a flat table into equal courts by a net fixed across its width at the middle. Describe as gait in which the feet are off the ground and is a form of aerobic exercise. A Filipino martial art that can be performed individually or with a partner, using single stick or a pair of sticks for striking and blocking. Physical exercises designed to develop strength and coordination. Guidelines in selecting healthful food based on nutritional needs as follows. The appropriate nutritional guidelines for adolescents for healthful eating explains the need to select food based on the nutritional needs during adolescence. Health activity. Activity isang check your daily food diet direction. List down all the foods and drinks you had for breakfast, snacks, lunch and dinner the previous day. Study your list and check if you followed the nutritional guideline for a balanced diet. Guide questions. What did you notice about the food you eat? Were you able to follow most of the nutritional guidelines for Filipino? Which guideline you were not able to follow? Why? What do you plan to do now? Will it help? How? Activity 2. Check your nutritional life skill. Directions. Draw emoticons for yes if the statement is something that you do and no if you do not practice it. Be honest with your responses. I follow the nutritional guidelines to keep me healthy. I maintain a healthful weight. I eat a healthful diet. I eat the correct servings for the groups in the food guide pyramid for my age group. I exercise regularly. Keep in mind the following terms in order for you to understand the lesson. Music of Mindoro is often used in rituals and ceremonies. The arts and crafts of Mimaropa and Visayas are the combination of designs from indigenous people that resides in the region. Nature and background of sports like running, gymnastics, table tennis and arnis. Healthy eating is not about strict dietary limitations, staying unrealistically thin or depriving yourself to the foods you love.